What's going on, TikTok? It's the Badwolf, your main man in black, the man of mysteries, and the one who's got the knowledge. So I want to thank each and every one of you guys for following me on here and keeping an open and objective mind. There's only been probably like 3 or 4 people who are like trolls and whatever else, which tells me that they're really not trying to learn anything. They just want to be combative. So in that, I want to say a couple of things, but also remember, if you guys want to find me on my main channel, check me out on YouTube under @the_Badwolf or James C Lovett. With that being said, let's get going. Yeah. All right. So keep in mind that the system wants us to fight. Haven't you guys noticed like all the weird like things that keep occurring? Like it's like our country is like one of the only countries who doesn't, it's like we lost our minds. It's like we don't have an identity. And what's weird is that we've always had an identity. Now it's let's be all identities. Let's be everything. To me, when I look and see this, like with the bridge collapse, the coin shortage, the murder hornets, monkeypox, why don't you hear about stuff like this in other countries all the time? The mailbox fiasco, you know, the bug 19. Now that was everywhere, okay, you know, but still yet, like, and I know our news doesn't focus on really other places, but I don't hear a lot of these other places going through major stuff. What I hear is these other countries doing revolutions, like farmers protesting, stuff you don't see on normal TV, but you see on YouTube and other various channels like that, only if you go and look for things going on in the world. So understand that, like, when I make videos or whatever, I'm just trying to get you guys to open your mind to what's really, really going on here, okay? I've been privileged to run with certain people, some higher echelon, some lower echelon. So I've learned a lot of things. And I'm just trying to get you guys to see the, you know, how I see some things. Doesn't mean we have to agree. We can obviously disagree, you know, agree to disagree. But one of the things is I'm not going to entertain any trolls on here, because that obviously just shows me that you're not woke or awake and you're not trying to learn anything or understand somebody else's perspective, which could possibly make you a better person. See, I'm opening my mind to all types of new things, concepts, and whatever else. I'm open to pretty much anything, but I'm not going to let anybody like disrespect me. So I'll easily just delete your comment and block you, so it doesn't really make a big difference to me. If I even get a chance to look at the comments. Half the time I'm too busy. So, but one of the things I wanted to mention also is that they want to distract us from what they're doing. They want to pass laws. They don't want us knowing what's going on. They basically want us to be fat, dumb sheep while they control our purse, okay, or our man satchel, our wallet, whatever you want to call it. Because remember, we, the people of the United States of America, are the beneficiaries to the trustee or to the trust, which means that we control the government, but not until we all start waking up and realizing that we have the power. All right. And as long as they keep us distracted with all these things and man versus women, and let's promote women being, you know, 304s, and let's make men, you know, more feminized. Okay. Any of this stuff could have been around a long time ago, but they're doing this stuff now. Don't think there aren't paid groups to push these agendas and these issues or to do far more sinister things out there in the world. They've already been busted countless times if you know where to look. Okay. And some people have been held accountable for it. But anyway, other parts I want to get to is that, you know, you should know your power, and you should know that there are other people out there who know what's going on, and we're not being fooled. If you want to be a man and dress like a woman, or vice versa, or be trans, poly, whatever, go for it. Knock yourself out. My whole thing is that we don't need anybody cramming anybody else's lifestyle down our throats. And that also goes to say that they shouldn't be overly promoting people being straight or people living a normal heterosexual type lifestyle. Be who you are. Find who you want to be and be that person. You don't need anybody. And I don't want anybody to be made to feel like they have to live a certain way to please somebody else. I also believe that, you know, young children, until they get to be of age, should not be crammed with anybody else's agenda. You raise your child the way your family does, and then let them decide who they want to be when they grow up or as they're growing up. It's okay to expose them to the world, but not to everything that's adult until they have a mind that is adult enough or close to so they can make their own decisions. Now, as we go forward in life in the world, everybody is going to find their own path. They're going to think their own thoughts. And once again, nobody else's thoughts should be forced upon you. Nobody else's agenda should be forced upon you. Nobody should be forcing themselves on you. Okay, so if anybody out there is watching this, if any of those things are happening to you, please go and get help. Please make contact with the proper authorities, a police officer, whoever else, because nobody should be subjected or subjugated to anything that's immoral, indecent, or whatever else. Speak up. Okay, you have the power, you have the right. All right, so the last part of this particular, just my random thoughts, I guess, is that, in this day and age, it seems that from my generation on to the younger generation, it seems like some things have been lost. The world has changed to a certain degree, and I don't know if it's for the better or for the worse, but it has changed. Maybe in some parts better and in some parts worse. But one of the things I've noticed is that a lot of people just want to, especially women, want to categorize that all men are just all men. Well, that'd be like me saying all women are bad, just like my ex-girlfriend, my son's mother. That's not the way it is. I hold her responsible for her things. But in general, you have young girls, and then you've got females who are full-sized and who are then become women. Some of them do. But it's like a lot of us have, and men too. There's a lot of, males who are full-size, but they're still boy-minded. So I look at it as like, I don't know, three types of people. Children, people who have, young adults maybe, and then I guess maybe four people. So children, young adults, people who are full size but still boy or girl minded, and then men and women. Okay, if I had to put a category out there, mind wise, those are the types of people who are out there. And what I've noticed is that it seems like a majority of people today who are male and a majority of people today who are female don't know how to interact with the opposite sex other than sex. People seems like they don't really know how to be good friends anymore. Seems like everybody's out for themselves. Seems like everybody wants to say, look at me. I'm, this, and this, and here are my whatevers. And it's okay if you find who you want to be, but remember, nobody has to give you respect that's earned. Nobody has to, follow your agenda or treat you like you're some kind of royalty. You treat yourself like who you want to be treated. You go out in the world and you be respectful to other people. And then you hope that other people are respectful of you. And if they're not, then you cut them off and you don't deal with them. That's the real world. Everybody's entitled to their own thoughts, lifestyle, and freedoms, as long as you are getting permission and that person is of age to be able to interact with you. And if they're not, then that's a problem, because you do not have the right to infringe on other people, just like people don't have the right to infringe upon you. So what I've noticed too is that it's like a lot of people are checking out and just doing their own thing for the most part, other than people who are pushing their agendas. So don't infringe on other people, protect yourself, protect the children, and be wise in everything, and be open to new thoughts and new ways of life. All right? And above all, take care of yourselves, especially your mental health. It seems like there's a silent but not silent war going on against the American people. And we need to protect ourselves, and we need to love ourselves just like we should be looking out for each other. So take care of yourselves, take care of those around you, appreciate you, because a lot of people might use you for their purposes. Don't be anybody's pawn or toy. Stand up for yourself and be the best person you can be. That would be my advice. All right. Take care. Badwolf's over and out for now. I will talk to you guys later. You can catch me on YouTube.